Good morning, YouTube. Let's just take a peek at what I'm dealing with today. So much freaking snow. I like the snow though. Before Christmas, I like the snow. And since I work from home and I can technically work out from home, I really don't mind being snowed in. So it's pretty. Look at it. Oh, and I can park in my garage, which my car is inside my garage right now. So I don't even have to scrape off my car if I decide to go somewhere. So this is totally fine with me. Also, do you guys like my white face and my tan neck and my tan / orangey hands? I can't really tell if that's coming out. You could definitely see it in my Q&A that my hands were so orange. I just got sick of being super duper pale, but I don't like to tan my face, so this is the situation we're dealing with. Anyway, hi, welcome to Vlogmas episode 6, maybe. I am gonna try and do a full day of eating for you guys today. So far, I have just had that sandwich that I showed you guys. But now I'm freezing. It's one thing that comes with snow that like I'm not a fan of. So I'm going to try and hijack myself some low calorie hot chocolate. We're gonna do our very best. So I have a Swiss Miss light hot chocolate. It is 25 calories per little packet, but also you just put this in water and I feel like it's like not that good. So we're gonna see if I can do something a little bit more delicious than just this. All right, so I could have sworn that I had some Walden Farms like 0-calorie chocolate syrup, which if you haven't had it, it's actually like not that bad. But anyway, so I don't have a lot of options of chocolate stuff in my house. I don't even have like cocoa powder or anything, which I normally have used in the past to make my hot chocolate like really just good and chocolatey. So I'm gonna take 2 of these packets, I think, and then I think I'm gonna take some of my chocolate whey Bollock. Actually, I forgot about this. PE Science white chocolate peppermint protein powder. That's a good idea. All right, so we're gonna see what happens. Meh. So I'm just gonna do like half a scoop of this white chocolate peppermint because I don't feel like I need a whole scoop. This, like, if I remember correctly, this is really potent, so I'm actually gonna do this with water. I will just use almond milk for the actual hot chocolate. So I'm mixing this up first because I feel like it won't mix well in hot water or hot almond milk. I feel like it'll like, I don't know, PE Science protein powder always is like a struggle to blend it completely anyway, so we pre-blend it. How do I make this? Empty contents of envelope into a cup, gradually stir 6 ounces of hot water into mix. So what I did was I just filled this up with water and then I put it into this so I can like heat this up and then pour this into my cup. Because I do know that if you just like dump this right into hot water and you try to stir it, it's just like, it won't really dissolve very well. So we'll see what happens. All right, I realized I heated up water instead of almond milk, but I'm too lazy to heat up almond milk, so we're gonna make this hot chocolate with water. Also, sometimes the flavor of almond milk kind of creeps me out a little bit. Not like creeps me out, I just don't like it. So maybe it'll be better with water. Who knows? I'm really just making this because I'm freezing cold and I want something warm in my body. Alright, so 2 packets of Swiss Miss Light Diet whatever. I'm just gonna pour this and mix as I go, I feel. I don't know. I gotta mix this in too. This is actually going well. Like it's dissolving more than I feel like it has in the past, so that's exciting. Yeah, let's try this. It's good, guys. It's very good. So that would be some good hot chocolate for 2 envelopes. So this is 50 calories. Half a scoop of protein is like 60 calories, so like 110 calories for a delicious toasty peppermint mocha. Yum! Alright, so here's my next meal, like official meal number 2 of the day. I always put like the macros and calories on the screen when I'm doing a full day of eating, just to show you guys what the breakdown is of that meal, but I don't actually track macros specifically. I haven't for probably the better part of a year. I mean, I track my macros in the sense that like I pay attention to where my macros end up every day, and I'm like pick my meals based around like a macro split that would make sense for me, but I hit different macros every day. I think I briefly was tracking macros strictly for a couple months earlier this year, but like last fall I wasn't tracking macros. This whole year I haven't been tracking macros other than a couple months in the beginning of the year. I pretty much have just been tracking calories if I'm doing anything and aiming for a protein goal. I used to aim for like 125 grams of protein or more, and that slowly sank to like 100 grams of protein or more, just because honestly like there's other things that I want to eat other than a bunch of protein all day long. I don't like to eat a ton of meat, so some days I have like 90 grams of protein a day, sometimes I have like less, and sometimes I have like 130 grams of protein. It really just depends on what I feel like eating, and that's pretty much it. I am not opposed to tracking macros. It's just for me to continue the balance that I've kind of created with my relationship with food, I had to stop tracking macros, and I had to stop making all of my food in a day fit some macro goal. Obviously, if you are a client of mine or you've been a client of mine, then you know that I still have my clients track macros, and most of it's because they want to track macros. Like when they sign up with me, I ask them, do you want to track macros or do you want to just track calories? And I do whatever they say they want to do. And I like macros from a coaching perspective because it does help me learn a person's body and what their body responds to. And I think a lot of people like the accountability of macros. They like that they're being held accountable to a certain set of macros rather than just choosing whatever calories they want to have in a day. And they know that it makes my job easier in helping them. So that's why a lot of my clients still track macros. I'm grateful for the time that I tracked macros, but yeah, I don't think I will ever track macros strictly, as in like have a macro goal that I aim for every day. I don't think I will ever do that ever again because it's just not good for me mentally. But yeah, all that to say. Here's like a nice higher protein, meat-free, it could be vegan if you did not put the butter in there, but I did, and the Alfredo sauce and the cheese, so this is not vegan, but it's vegetarian. But yeah, chickpea pasta, guys. I've tried it before. Every time I try it, I'm always like, do I like this? But I've decided that I do. I do like chickpea pasta because it's one less piece of meat that I have to eat in a day in order to get protein in, so I'm down with that. So I really want a treat. There's not really any treats in this house. Tried to be like, no, Lynette, try to find something healthier in the house to eat. And then I was like, my lunch had 3 vegetables in it. It had mushrooms and onions and chickpeas. And I'm having fruit later after my workout, so I'm gonna have a treat. And it's gonna be a big treat, and I'm so excited about it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is probably not a good way to spend 475 of my calories in a day. But here's the thing, not every single one of my food choices is based on health. Some of them are completely based on pure joy. Candy cane stuff makes me joyful and triumphant. And like I said, I think in another video, because I'm allowing myself to have like little holiday treats pretty much every day. Yes, that means that my sugar intake is higher than it normally is. I do normally try to stay under 40 grams of sugar just because I like to, but because I've been like indulging a little more in the holidays and allowing myself to just have those treats during the holidays, I've like never had a day this holiday season where I like overindulged at all, where like I had more than 1 or 2 servings of anything just because I don't feel deprived. And honestly, that's how I live my life, is just in a state of non-restriction. Like I've just come to a place where I'm passionate about my health enough that keeps me on a healthy diet most of the time. But I also love chocolate and sweets, like that's always gonna be a part of me. But I know how bad it is for your body when you just like crash and burn into a pile of chocolate because you feel so restricted and you have like 1,500 calories of chocolate in one sitting and just like spike your insulin through the roof with all the sugar that you're getting in, and that is like not good. So I enjoy little things like this. This is not little, this is literally a king-size chocolate bar almost the size of my face, and I'm so excited about it. But yeah, in the day and age of tracking macros, it's just about what you can fit into your diet and when you're not on your diet, it's a matter of like stuffing your face full of sugar and unhealthy things and things that like you feel like you can't normally have when you're dieting. So I find that so many of my clients literally don't know how to have just a little bit of something. Like I know this is, again, I know this is kind of like a big bar, but I have like the normal size bars all the time, or just like 2 cookies or 1 or 2 servings of ice cream. Like it just takes practice. Like I used to not be able to keep any ice cream in my house because I would eat the whole gallon in one sitting, like no joke. But it's just a matter of practicing self-control and practicing letting yourself have treats on a daily basis or a semi-often basis, but in small, normal-sized portions that will help you to not act like a crazy person with no restraint when you do get around sugar or you do let yourself have some sugar. I feel like I just need to say that because I feel like that's a huge issue with so many of my clients, is just not knowing how to just indulge a little. Like we're so in this mindset of either we're super duper on point with our diet and everything is perfect and healthy, or else we're like completely off track, going off the deep end, eating way too much food. And I think that's an unhealthy mindset. I would rather have a little bit of treats on a daily basis or like a couple times a week than to make myself sick with overeating or having too much sugar in one sitting. Yeah, that's my little spiel on me eating a gigantic candy bar that I was so excited to go home and eat while I work. This is like the best Monday pick-me-up ever. So yeah, I'm gonna go back home now and keep working, and I'll check in with you guys in a little bit. My workout, literally like just finished. That was so difficult. I think I said before, but like just doing body weight stuff is so intense. Like I know I'm gonna be sore from this, even though this is like my 3rd week in a row doing body weight stuff. So for my last meal, I'm having GNC Waybolic protein powder. I'm gonna have a scoop of that in water, and I'm gonna have a banana. Also, sorry my workout footage is super janky. You guys know my condo is like really small. There's like no place to film in here that doesn't have a ton of stuff or a ton of cats in the background, such as, or, what are you guys? Literally, you ruined my life. This one's kind of cute at least. Oh my gosh, they're hunting each other. So that's gonna be, that's gonna wrap up this full day of eating. I hope that you guys enjoyed the workout too. And be honest, if it like is distracting for you guys for my workout footage to be with like cats in the background and like super crappy angles and stuff, like if that's not helpful for you, let me know. Like I won't continue putting my workouts in my vlogs if you're just like, this is just like 60 seconds of footage I just want to get through because this is not helpful and it's bad footage and the cats are distracting. But if it does help you, let me know and I'll keep throwing my workouts in there because it's a little bit easier to film at home than at the gym. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next vlog. On a scale from 1 to 1,000,000, how cute is Nacho? 1,000,001. Nacho. You're the best. Just the